Hello and welcome to another match of ChromeX's SASO Roulette 2, hosted in 47 Speedrun community. This is a winner's bracket round 4 match, so the winner here moves on to the semi-finals and guarantees himself top 3 spot. And the players are here, Jokerj on the left and Pigiero on the right. First to 6 points today, as well as it is the case throughout the entire tournament, with 2 map points for a win and 1 for a draw. We are yet to see a draw, I think. But this would be an interesting map selection, hopefully interesting kill methods and complications to make it perhaps a long one between 2 very even players, either of which could take the title, and both of them will be able to take the title even after this match, since this is double elimination and they are still in a winner's bracket. First spin is to arrive in 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is a bit too early for my liking. I should have taken a bit longer of a idler, but we will find out something to talk about. For example, the brackets I can mention really quickly. Jokerj and PG both started in round 2, so they have 2 wins under their belts. Jokerj has defeated Yanini 6-4 in the first and only 6-4 in this tournament so far. Jokerj then went on to sweep Camel the Grey Beaver, one of our rookies in this roulette subdivision of the community at least. PG on the other hand has played 6 maps, has won all 6 maps with a 6-0 against FGDSA99 and a 6-0 against Soviet Dubov as well. Will be very impressive if PG can keep his sweep streak. But we shall see about that. The first 2 maps I will reveal. It is Isle of Sgàil chosen by Jokerj and then Mendoza picked by Pigiero. As for the 4 random maps which may or may not appear, it cannot be New York since it was banned by Joker, and it cannot be the Holiday Hoarders Christmas mission, as it was PG's ban, and I just realized that I can't really waffle on for too long because the time is here, and I hope it was posted because it has turned 21 CET on my end, and it is the case. Chrome has revealed the first spin of the day, which is Zoe Washington Falling Object and Sophia Washington Explosion, with the complication that they are forced to bring fish, which requires Joker to quickly replan, and will be choosing one of the agent's pickups to sort the explosion part, and fish has now been brought in, which gives PG a little lead by a few seconds. Main question about the Isle of Sgàil is, can you do the first kill before the radio timing for the first kill, meaning always Zoe, then the second kill would then be Sophia, which is now a loud kill. Explosion doesn't specify it should be an accident or a weapon, but there aren't any great propanes nearby in comparison to Sophia, so might as well be the micro-explosive which Pigiero has brought in. It cannot be a breaching charge, that's another rule. It's non-existent within this game mode. Exactly, FE. Explosion can be accident as well as weapon. But for this one, it makes a lot of sense that a weapon will be chosen. Few early restarts on both sides. Joker currently 5-ish seconds ahead of PG, but main question is, can they make this try work? Because one of them can and the other one can't, and it's a big difference. Just going to give it to PG's game audio for the time being. And PG using that fish to great effect. In loadout heavy spins, you actually have a bit of a trouble finding a one-handed melee to knock out some of these NPCs, and you are stuck to use what items are in here, the fire extinguisher as well as the propane tank, propane flask. But the fish was perfect fine for PG to use there, and they are both still doing fine in terms of the isolation. They are not looking to specify the elite guard, which will be a bit of a trouble for Joker, because Zoe will be working under the chandelier with the guard. And I think that will be a non-target kill that may pause Zoe, but it definitely is going to kill the elite guard, and no target kill, but a non-target kill will end Joker's run. PG on the other hand, with an SMG. Oh, I get so scared for a moment. PG just did something illegal with the silent SMG of the elite guard. It's taken down the has shut down the chandelier and got the Zoe kill, and will be now rushing to get Sophia. The anecdotal evidence says it's 152 to 202 in terms of Sophia getting to that room, and looks like PG is not getting the fastest of Sophia's, which is going to be really good for him, and a really close one there with a 158 to 59 detonation, or rather interaction with that clock. You put him in a really good position. HSC pickup has yet to be touched, but all PG wants here is the isolation. And once that's done, well, it still will be a loud kill. But the dreaded words shall now be said. It is looking good for Pigiero. The micro-explosive setup. A lot of options here. Detonate it immediately or only at the exit. Panic the helicopter, people. Make your way around without a panic. Looks like PG wants to do it late. I think regardless of how Joker does, this is obviously in PG's hands now. Who doesn't need the sniper anymore. Great rule change from SASO Roulette 1, which PG wasn't a fan of either. No need to leave with the default loadout, nor the sniper. And now PG just need to sneak around, distract one last raider, and detonate when he feels that he's 3 seconds away from finishing, which should be right now.
Freaky. Both targets down.
And that was a real pause there for PG, and I wasn't exactly sure, what happens to the constant. And I'm not exactly sure. I wanna say the constant must have heard that one, but I guess that's not instant, or somehow the doors and the distance worked out for PG just fine. He takes the first map. And the 2-0 score on Jokerj's map. And now I can hide the necessary information so that I can set up for the next Mendoza mission, which is, I think it's going to be Don Yates and the Maravidal in that order. And when I get the information from Chrome, I can put that in and unhide it when the time comes. Aggressive start from PG. Joker with one more crucial restarts. He may or may not have done the spinning. Guess a minute and a half later, but it of course doesn't matter. 47 seconds still the photo finish mark. And it was PG's match as soon as Joker ripped to that crucial attempt, and PG went through and got both kills with green guns. Past the hour is when Mendoza arrives, so it's just under 4 minutes here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. And now I will try my hardest not to mention out loud what the spin is and what the complications are. Meanwhile, I can type in the spin. It has the potential to be curveball. But that might just be about the map in general, because this is a virtually no emetics Mendoza. A map where it really isn't a great way to isolate tomorrow. Suit only without emetics. It's been done before. Has it been done before in this tournament is a good question here. Just going to check that it was banned 3 times now. And it was drawn as the 6th and last map in Medispice against Nezuko-chan, but that match only went 4 maps. So this is the first time that Mendoza has appeared in this tournament. Definitely one of the more challenging 2-target maps.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen.
Just under 2 minutes to
So
go.
what's the play?
And some rule clarification between maps. I think Jokerj did go with the correct interpretation, but wasn't sure about it, where the fish must go, and the fish must go in inventory instead of a hidden stash. But now, of course, everyone, everyone in that match will know the result should the fish complication can come up
If
again.
Edward suspects,
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
the Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Never say no to some plot explanation, some lore, some briefings there, so appreciate PG for showing it out, and hopefully everyone did hear it as well. At least it showed up on my end that sound is audible, and we are going to be seeing that Mendoza spin in just 20 seconds, which will be definitely a bit tough Jokerj to equalize on, which is best map, one of the best maps. And especially in the SASO Roulette complication, it won't be any easier for either player's second spin coming up right now. It's Don Yates, the falling object, and Tamara Vidal with sniper rifle with the complication no brute force against doors. And to quote it exactly for safety, just going to mention the rule in full. Players are not allowed to open any drawer with crowbar, firearms, or explosion. Only keys, keycards, or lockpick are allowed.
Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games.
So definitely interested about that one. I think Dawn is not a huge problem to get with any amount of doors closed or kept open. And I can't really think of a door for tomorrow, perhaps the bathrooms, but I see Peach is starting main. Peach is delaying tomorrow a lot until Diana and her bodyguard and the other bodyguard also leave the scene. And there is going to be one more bodyguard who I think will be KO'd there, causing red guns for just a tiny bit of time. But now a civilian is arriving. I'm just really intrigued about this pigeon in isolation. But head turns permitting, that's a very nice triple, and I don't imagine anyone will be coming back here. Good start by the Dutchman. Meanwhile, Jokerj using the lockpick there, which is allowed. Was scared for a moment that it would breach the rules, but it is in fact not. And Jokerj is looking to get a question mark on Dawn, and hopefully he gets under the chandelier. He can't really access that exact area where Jokerj shot, but there's no problems there. The chandelier drops and Jokerj has the first Dawn kill with a little bit of brute force on the hatch. The rules say nothing about it, of course. And Jokerj can now get the sniper rifle and go towards the Tamara kill, which I think is the main question of Mendoza. How do you get Tamara without medics? You can have an emetic syringe is within the rules, but it's not the same as a Seeker or an emetic tool, which is so much easier for any Tamara isolation. Current in-game time is 2:12 to 13 for Pigiero. He might be getting late for some phone calls there, but I think he's still outside, out on the balcony, and could have just stopped drinking his wine. I'm not exactly sure about his cycle this late. I wanted to say that by this point he will be uncatchable, but Pidgey must have some good ideas here. He only now goes to drink from his wine.
How many times will you reveal
Oh, let alone the
before you
conversation is only now triggered, so something must be going on with default start. And to be exact, I might believe that it might be something with the default start cutscenes there, as Jokerj needs to restart. I couldn't quite finish my chain of thought there in time. Jokerj became compromised, still only by tomorrow. What we missed out on is very likely a target lockdown. Went just a bit too heavy on the panic, which means Jokerj will have to restart, but a really nice don't kill there, and hopefully Pidgey has an angle on tomorrow, and oh boy, he does. And that's 3.5 minutes of in-game time. Pidgey will be finishing this spin, has the keys already. One last double shot panic to... Or not even a panic, just a single shot, but there's a big move shot Pigiero. Can he exit there? He's searching. And turns red in the last split second. It's such a perfect run for Pigiero. Will have to be restarted. I guess the run itself ends, but not the whole map, and Jokerj misses the falling object with the bullet panic. Didn't work out, the bullet distraction rather. So it's a double restart with Pidgey, a really solid 3.5 minute spin to perform. 1 minute of which is basically bumping into tomorrow. And ChromeX told me the answer in chat that the conversation with the lawyer delays dawn. So it's a perfect lineup between these two targets with that other mission story. But both are now restarting, and Jokerj with great composure, not using any other items to brute force that door open. That would be illegal.
Jeez.
Lockpick definitely helps a lot with this spin.
Got it.
The fact they can afford to bring one. And now Jokerj with another chance to get a really quick falling object kill there. He gets it. Doesn't get the key, but goes through the attic. I suppose you wouldn't really even want to risk the chance of getting found trespassing a couple steps after the tomorrow kill and between or before exiting Yates' sports car. So Jokerj will be looking for the tango angle. SPG got compromised by some of the civilians during the Tamara ISO. So now for the first time on this map, it is a significant Jokerj lead. But oh, this will be tough to get out from. Gets out with just a half rouge. So now you can see Jokerj's approach in full. This is going to be, of course, a target lockdown, which will make tomorrow running. Jokerj has a duck, which I wanted to say that will be used right now. He dropped the duck above, or right next to this window. And we can now see Tamara panic, and she's completely alone. Now the one question is, can Jokerj get an isolation on her? Silent attack as well.
No problem.
But now hunted by the guard who turns around. It's just going to be so close to finish. 2:02 when he restarted, so he was looking at the 2:13 finish. Depending on where Diana was, but it's not really quick strat there. Restarts on both sides. And now Pidgey is looking to cause more delays there. Wasn't sure if a full lockdown or just a soft one is planned there, but it is going to be a full target lockdown on Don Yates, giving him even more time to get back to the mansion. By any quick isolation, we did see that Don was walking up the stairs. And now we just to go, of course, the roleplay way around with the what is that, an invitation shown to the waiter there, but which is inside now and can go through these trespassing areas through the Providence Evil Wine Cave as well to get some sort of good balcony timing, which of course worked out last time as well. Jokerj yet again with the quick down kill, sorry for pause there. But we now know that Jokerj may even have finish in about 90 seconds, kill in about 60, and it all depends on the dog drop. And I feel like for the first time this map, both of them are same distance away from finishing, which needs a little drag, and the snipe misses the thrown KO for Dawn, but no one reacts, and PG can get the silenced pistol to be used on this chandelier. It can even be used with the hand to release the winch. PG with a Dawn kill now and just needs the sniper, for which he needs to use this pipe. And it's so important for Jokerj, but it's just a bit too risky, and now 3 guards are panicking. It is going to be really hard to isolate Tamara. Guess it's best not to give up, but PG now has both targets down yet again. And all he needs is to get to that exit. Jokerj conceded that attempt, so it is now again all in Pigiero's hands. Hot panic may or may not be used there. The waiter is there again, so that would cause the full whoosh and perhaps PG to be spotted in the last second of the run. PG will now wait this one out as we are now 10 minutes into the spin. You can see PG is seconds away from finishing, and once that waiter is close enough to the other two, probably the same distraction will be good for all of them. Hopefully no bad head turns there. A question mark hit all of them. Hopefully no one turns back in time. It's almost full whoosh on the mercenary, but the waiters cause no issues as PG waits for 4 minutes and 20 seconds of in-game time to exit there. And that is now a 4-0 lead for PG. So just going to hide the complications and update the score to 4-0. And we can go into the RNG section of this match, starting in Hawke's Bay. Definitely a notorious map. For its shortness, rather. And the fact that a huge portion of the run will be spent running, but that running isn't the safest either. It's not free. You can get spotted by the guards. The bodies can be spotted, which are left in the mansion, the beachside house rather. So perhaps it's not as guaranteed to see a first try on both sides, and as straightforward it feels, it might not be a guaranteed photo finish, but we shall see about that one when the next spin arrives in... Oh, that's quick, just over a minute. Good for me, because I won't need to drive along for too long, and we have the complication here as well, which I now selected, which I guess is a giveaway that it's not the same complication as in the previous map, but it will be one of the many complications. I think we have, yes, ace. I can't read those, so I'm just going to read the full rules. All the complications here are no complication, no instinct, no red nor yellow guns, so the 2016 rules, no brute force against doors, forced starting point, forced fish, bring loud pistol instead, smuggle loud sniper rifle instead, the Joker condition, which is players are allowed to bring and smuggle any items, and the Ace conditions, where players are no longer in the need with finishing SA rating. All of these have been drawn and selected, and now we will see. I think it is revealed. We can go to this very interesting Hawk Space Spin Armor Arena drowning with the forced drowning. Drowning has been forced without the complication. The starting point is also forced, which is the beach now. So no office there. Guaranteed extra waiting. Now this is the free running, not the end of the round. The beginning will be.
Good aim. Now,
And Pidgey is showing that any silenced pistol can be chosen for the mission, so he is using the FA, which I'm really curious if the NPCs will react to. I think that it's got to be part of the plan.
Nicely done, 47.
While I don't imagine a full target lockdown, I think they will react. I'm really curious now. Joker with the regular situation. I think that's a miss on Orson. Oh, that's a hit on Orson. Nicely done, Joker. And now all Joker needs is Alma not to find the body, but she does. This might just be the toughest condition here because it requires the hematic syringe and the bodies to fall in a way that Alma doesn't react. And of course Pidgey had to restart because of the target lockdown on the right hand side. So now he was behind, but now he's also ahead because he was the first one to restart. Of course Joker couldn't do this first try either, so it's probably back to whoever can nail this kinetic syringe earlier. Insta-hunt is for Pigiero, which is not as much of a problem when you can start office, but the time it takes to get back to the office to trigger the I guess the cutscene to Alma to arrive is just so much time. So now Joker with the lead again, and those two bodies are in a perfect spot. Don't imagine Alma would be in any sort of panic unless she sees through the wall, which won't be the case. Bodies will be woken up in time, probably by the time Alma dies, but Joker can just find another way out through the garage, for example. If he's lucky, then he can still go through the main room, not the main door, but instead he will use the pool side from which he got the keys. And the only NPC is of course now hit the bodies, it's in a good distance from Joker. And the way this complication and kill is, Joker doesn't have to worry about any other bodies being found. It is just a regular Hawks Bay ending with all you need to do is just check those 3 NPCs next to the boat with a car explosion or just a body shot, which is huge whoosh there. I think syringe hasn't been used there, but really nice peekaboo for Alma. Just needs to get a good head turn on her. As Joker gets ripped, I was too focused on Pidgey trying to catch up and don't even know who spotted them. I think at around that point was the car shot on the gas tank. Hit the headshot on the guard. Oh, I guess it's good that I didn't see that because I would have screamed. Sorry for missing that. So it seemed like Joker's map to lose was indeed lost. And it is now Pidgey is so close to finishing, but these two NPCs are in a perfect spot and not even panicking. Gets out from the beach house, and it's the same for Pidgey, running to the exit. Either with body shots, which are hopefully not headshots, or of course the that car on the left hand side for the scripted explosion.
That's gotta be deep enough.
And it's gonna be another
The
release of the
Mercs
Joker as the
are
bodies
47.
enter the
On
house.
high alert, combing the
They
beach
can
for
cause
intruders.
Alma to panic, as
Proceed
we've
with
seen in
caution.
his first try. There's the explosion. A huge angle around the exit. We've never really seen this approach this side of the hills, but two are running, the third is staying, and single bullet distraction will move the guard for Pigiero. The last objective for Pigiero to fulfill. PG exits the 301 and takes the 603, but it is just so heartbreaking for Joker not to bring it to a fourth map, because it was in his hands. But it is the 6-6, no, 6-0. Imagine 6-6, that wouldn't really happen a lot. But there we have it, the end of the match. I did hope for a match that isn't 20 minutes, it was 28, so I guess I did get what I wished for, but it was still quite a short one. Joker showing that he can win maps, but just couldn't quite finish either of them. So it is PG who moves on in the winner's bracket, and Joker drops down to the loser's bracket, which I think I can show now. Yep, nicely updated there. With PG taking another 6-0 score. That's 9 maps played, 9 maps won. PG now in the semi-finals, just one win away from playing for the $175 prize for the winner. Joker down to losers round 5. What if I can... Nice, I can hover over the name like this. Joker LB5, he will be facing either Nezuko-chan or FE2, that's one side of the bracket, or Yanni from the other side, and there is still one one name we're missing. That's oh boy, what's the short story about this bracket? Well, Scruffy versus Coates in round 2 is yet to be played, but it's neither of them fault. Neither of them are fault at that. And the winner will play Red Fox, and that is the match number 20, for which Yanni is awaiting the loser of, so that the bottom half of lower bracket can progress as well. Ironically, the bottom half has played more matches so far, with 2 forfeits and 1 match. The top half is yet to play a full match, but we will be working on it soon as well, of course. No upcoming matches then, but I can reveal that the next match is starting at 1800 CET tomorrow. Scrappy vs Coates, that last of the winners bracket round 2 matches. And an LB3 match between Nezuko-chan and FE203, sorry, will be 1 hour after that only. So it's a busy Friday. Going into... No, that is a Saturday evening match. So only these two tomorrow for now. And that is everything from me as well for now. GG's to both Joker and PG. Thanks ChromeX for admin this one, and thank you for everything that you do for this tournament. And thanks everyone for watching. See you until next time.